This is part 2 of the video. The first one just finished. The OBS froze. We just decided to keep the video. We're just doing a part 2. So it's like a follow-up. So, TOTO Amma. How you doing, bro? I just said I know it just froze. I kept the video. The first one's still there, so it's all good. I just done a part 2 of the video. But part 1's still there. This is part 2. So basically, yeah, we're just talking about Vinicius Jr. and we're talking about the subject to racism in the Spanish league and how it's come to this. And we live in 2020. We live in 2022. And this crap is still happening in 2022. So, TOTO, I know you're very frustrated and I know this is personal to your heart and I know you don't like this and I know you're only young at the moment, but obviously someone is older than you, which I'm older than you, and you got people like Uncle Rods, you got people like Uncle Rods, you got people like Coppish, and obviously people like me as well. We know more about this subject than you. We know you see it every day when you go college or whatever you're doing, yeah. But what I'm saying is, we have put up with this before you, and
yeah,
and I understand that you're passionate about it, and it's good that you're passionate about it, right? But what do you think? What do you think they're gonna do?
Look, if I was before we even go to my perspective, I'm going to go to their perspective. Personally, I don't think they're going to do anything because that match sort of should have happened. Why did Vini Jr. get a red card? Because I saw the footage. The guy had him from behind, and then Vini Jr. hit him back, and then he fall to the floor.
Yeah.
Like to pretend he hit him back with Vinicius Jr. in the face.
Yeah.
The guy fell to the floor, and then the guy he was physically attacking him,
yeah,
didn't get no card, and Vinny Jr. got sent off.
I know.
And he was doing it in self-defense because the guy was attacking him.
Yeah.
That's what you mean. The ref was racist. The whole La Liga is racist, and the whole fans are racist.
I know.
They're not going to do
this.
anything.
I know.
It's just because, in my opinion, I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't think they're going to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Because the Liga manager's already shown it on Twitter now that he's not going to do anything. Or Vinny Jr. is not turning up to his meetings. But how do we don't know? We don't know anything. He's going to put it on Twitter.
It's all talk, innit?
And he's not going to do anything to help. It's going to carry on going.
Yeah.
Like I said in part 1, I said what they should do is any fan that even does one racist slur or keeps on doing it repeatedly should get the season ticket or tickets revoked.
Yeah.
So that could actually die down the racism. But they're not going to do that. The Liga is a joke of a league.
Yeah.
It's a joke at this point. They're allowing everything to happen. Every single game this is happening to Vinny Jr. They want him to play for the club, but as soon as he does one mistake or anything, it's just all the fans come attacking him, even the players. It takes Rudiger to sort out the situation and grip up the players instead of the referee doing its job. It takes Rudiger to do the job. The ref was doing absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
The ref should be restraining them and saying, listen, split them up. And it takes Rudiger, a player, to restrain the situation. And it's a joke of a league, man. It's a joke of a league. It's a joke of fans. It's a joke of a ref. Sevilla is a joke. Not Sevilla, Valencia.
Yeah.
Valencia's a joke. I just can't believe it, man.
I know. This is what I was saying before in part 1. This is what I was saying before in part 1. And it's just like sometimes I just get a headache and listening to the same old rubbish that we are listening to in our ears. The same old rubbish that we're getting from these big authorities. We stand in solidarity. Listen, I don't want to hear about the solidarity. I want to see you do so. I want to see you do something. Do you remember the Formula One situation with Lewis Hamilton when he said, "Oh yeah, we're going to stand in solidarity"? I mentioned this before.
Oh, God.
Remember this stand in solidarity? We're going to stand by Lewis Hamilton. We're going to stand by Lewis Hamilton. We're going to stand together. We're as one. We're one. And that was in 2020. And I said at the time it happened, because I do F1 reviews, by the way. I said this at the time it happened. I said, listen, you ain't going to do nothing. You're not going to do nothing. It's just words. What happened the season after? They banned all drivers from taking a knee. Remember that? That was the first thing they did at the beginning of the season. It's not going to be, we're not going to do the knee anymore. We're not going to involve politics into sport. So basically that was saying is, Lewis Hamilton, we do not believe what you say, and we don't believe in what you say. That's exactly what they were saying. The only one that had Lewis Hamilton's back was Mercedes. With all the charities, with the Lewis Hamilton Foundation, all the stuff he's doing for inner city kids around the London area, which I totally respect, 100% respect. But they won't talk about that, you see, on the TV, because that's too nice. They would rather talk about the negative stuff. Not even negative, it's just the stuff that are made up in their heads. Because certain people just do not like Lewis Hamilton. We know why they don't like Lewis Hamilton. We know why. They can't just come out and just... They have to... oh, we don't like this guy. Do you know him? Do you know him?
Exactly.
No. And that's what really gets to me, stuff like that. But it is what it is, man. But...
It's like when you see this on YouTube, you see this in your lives, you see that you go to a I saw this clip on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
It's just bare racist. Oh, it was at an airport.
Yeah.
And all the white people walking past this copper, I just could see a black man with its hood on. They stop him for a stop and search, and all the guy was doing is trying to go into the departures area of the airport to collect his wife and kids, to pick up his wife and kids. But then the copper stopped him, and the copper said, "Oh, race card, race card." At the end of the day, there's so many people around you. There happens to be the first black man that walks along. All the times.
Yeah.
It gets me so mad, man. Gets me so mad. It's like when a white man and a black man's in a fight, they'll grip at the black man more than the white man. They'll let the white man walk off.
I saw that.
And I'll have the black man on the floor.
I saw it. I saw it. I
It's
saw
just,
a lot of YouTube
it's
videos.
just unbelievable in this day and age,
the
man.
women as well. I saw it with the women as well. Where you see the woman, yeah. If you see a black woman or a white woman fighting, yeah. I saw a couple of clips on YouTube, and the police were just coming. It's like they're wired that way. It's like they're wired to just right. Let's get the black man. We'll get the black woman. We'll attack and leave the rest. Just get him. They're wired that way. That's what they're wired like. And it's like that with the fans in Spain and Italy. They're just wired that way. They're so uneducated. They're so uneducated. And this is what goes back to what I said about Lewis Hamilton, about the point I'm making about Black Lives Matter and all that. Listen, the only way we're going to change this year is education. That's the only way we're going to change this.
Yeah.
We need black education, black history as a subject in school, and teach it properly. I don't mean teaching their way, their version of history. I'm on about someone who's going to come in who's actually witnessed it, actually been subject to racism, and someone who's an historian, a proper historian, who tells you the truth, not made up history. We need black history to be part of the curriculum. And that's, if you can teach the kids at a young age, that will stop the racism. It won't stop it completely, but it will minimize it. And it will bring it down. We need black history in schools. The kids of today need to be educated about black history. And that's the only way they're going to know, because obviously they're getting it from somewhere. Maybe the parents, maybe the grandparents. It needs to be taught in school, and that's the only way you're going to change the game. What were you going to say, Toto?
And you know what? I'm sure you know about this. I'm sure you do. When they're sick, it's like this happened in the old days. When someone was on the bus, the black man was separated from the white man in the bus. So they had reserved seats for the black people and reserved seats for the white people. The black people got the worst seats, and the white people got the best seats.
What do you mean, Uncle Rods? What
And
do you
it's
mean?
like when you go into a shop.
Yeah.
It's like when you go into a shop. No blacks allowed.
Oh, yeah.
It's something like that. And if it weren't for Martin Luther King Jr., man.
That was
Martin
in
Luther
America.
King
In America,
Jr.,
yeah.
In America, for changing those rules, changing stuff in the law, he had to go prison for it, just for speaking his mind.
You're about Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
Go jail for speaking his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why. Because it's just racist, man.
Listen,
and it weren't for them.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for them too, yeah, changing all these rules.
And it's still going on,
have
though.
free speech and that
Yeah,
now.
but what they're doing now is more institutional.
Exactly, it's still going on, but we won't have free speech and that going on right now.
It's more, yeah, but it's more institutional now. They'll get you,
Exactly.
They won't come out and say it to you. They'll call it behind your back.
It's illegal now.
Like in my granddad's day, my granddad told me when he was younger in the old days, there's the same pubs, no black, no Irish, no dogs allowed on the front of pubs. That's what my granddad used to tell me.
Yeah.
He's dead now. God bless his soul. He used to tell me when I was a young kid, he said, no blacks allowed, no Irish allowed in pubs. That's what my granddad did. That was when my granddad was younger. He used to tell me that. No. It needs to be. What do you mean, Uncle Rod's about they won't have that at all? What do you mean? But that's what they need in school. They need to have black history in school. If that's what you're referring to, that they won't do it, they probably won't, Uncle Rod's, but that's what I'm just giving my opinion why they should have it in schools. And that's the only way we're going to end this. Because you're just going to continue and they're going to continue and they're going to continue. They want to talk about subjects that don't mean nothing. This is a subject that means something. Black history.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. And that's my opinion, and that's how I feel. Because if you don't cut it off from the roots, it's just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. You need to get the kids young, educate the kids young. And then when you get the kids young and teach them and educate them and let them understand, don't let it just roll off your tongue and say, oh, this and that. Educate them and let them know. Me, I'd get someone from Yard. Someone who's been there. Not someone who is working, not someone who is born with a silver spoon in the mouth. And someone who has never been subject to racism. No, it needs to come from someone who's actually been there. Yeah.
I know.
That's it. See what I mean? Uncle Rods understands. You got to catch the kids from young and then get it drummed into them, educate them, and then that's how it goes. It's education. That's what it is. You got to be educated on the and that's how you're going to stop it. All right, you're not going to educate the older ones that are past it. You're never going to educate them. We know the old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I get it. But you can teach the kids because they're the new generation coming up. And that's the only way we're going to end this because Vicious Jr. does not deserve this.
No, man.
He's
just let him play.
He's 22 years of age.
He deserves to play his own football, man.
He's 22 years of age. 22. Arguably the best player in Europe. Arguably the best player in the world. Ballon d'Or. His name's already on the bill. His name's already on there. It's coming. Multiple times his name's on there. World Player of the Year.
Yeah.
European Player of the Year. It's all coming. His accolades are coming. Him and Mbappe are like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Mbappe and Vicious Jr. are the two future players of the world football stage. Just like you had Cristiano Ronaldo, just like you had Messi, you're going to have Vicious Jr. and Mbappe. Two black players are going to be the best players in the world in the future, which they are now. Not in the future, now. Two black players.
Yeah.
And that rolls people up the wrong way. It does. They don't want to see two black players on the top of the football. They don't want to do it. They don't want to see it. You ain't going to see, like, Uncle Rod said earlier, I was in Uncle Rod's channel earlier. Uncle Rod said, my boy, Uncle Rod's, my uncle, Uncle Rod's, he come out and said he goes, now he weren't even Uncle Dan, no, weren't Uncle Rod's, it was someone else I was watching. He come out and he said, you know what? They should have Vicious Jr. as the poster boy for Real Madrid. The poster boy, this was someone I watched earlier. I forgot his name now. But he said, but they won't do it. They had Ronaldo as the poster boy. They had Zidane as the poster boy. They had all these big players as poster boys, but they're not going to have Vicious Jr. the poster boy. Vicious Jr. is the best player for Real Madrid, but they're not going to put him as the number one player. You know why? It's because he's black. Very simple. Very simple. This is why Mbappe, maybe that's what stopped Mbappe from going to Real Madrid. Maybe that's why he's pausing a bit. Maybe he feels more safer at home in France. Because there was rumours that he was supposed to be going to Real Madrid a few years ago. Still not happened. Yet he's still at PSG.
PSG.
You know, that might have something to do with it. But
it could be.
I'm vexed, man. I'm vexed because I can't believe this crap is still happening in 2023. This dirt. And it's not, people say, oh, it's only a few of them. Listen, I've heard on YouTube a whole stadium, half of the whole stadium chanting the racist chants towards Vicious Jr. I've heard it. Not like in the Premier League where they say, oh, there's only one or two what's spawning it for everybody. You listen to half a stadium. 40,000 people chanting the racist chants on Vicious Jr. And it's happened before. And like I said on part one, this is part two of the video. Just like I said on part one. The reason why Real Madrid are coming out and acting now is because it's gone global. Before, it was kind of just a Spanish thing. It was kind of swept under the rug. But now, it's going global. And that's why they're acting. This is why I'm seeing all these stupid statements. I don't want to see these statements, man. They don't mean nothing. We stand together as one in solidarity. I don't care about the solidarity.
Advert on there.
Huh?
So I put the little advert on there, but there's no actions.
Yeah.
It's just an advert.
100%.
Just like F1.
Agreed.
We races one.
Agreed. Can you see that? Can you see the chat room, Toto?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, but I can see the chat room.
People ain't born. This is from Uncle Rod's, which I totally 100% agree with Uncle Rod's. Uncle Rod says people ain't born racist. They learn it from their older people. Yeah, from older people. Like the parents, the friends, the cousins, the people that they hang around with. This is why they got to teach them from when they're young. And 100% agree with Uncle Rod's. It's learned behaviour, yes. If Jude Bellingham knows what's good for him, he'll stay away from Real Madrid, yeah. If he knows what is good for him, he'll come to Liverpool. That's what he knows is good for him. So basically, we got Vicious Jr. coming out and responding to the La Liga, right? La Liga boss come out and said, at the end of the day, I had meetings with Vicious Jr. and he didn't turn up for him. We had meetings that we were supposed to discuss racism in La Liga, but he said that Vicious Jr. didn't turn up for the meetings. And straight away, Vicious Jr. responded and said, instead of saying the racism was wrong, the La Liga boss would rather attack me. So you got the La Liga boss and you got Vicious Jr. going toe-to-toe on Twitter. So what the La Liga boss should have said is, you know what? I do not condone racism in Spain. I do not condone racism in the Spanish league and La Liga. But no, we never. He came out and attacked Vicious Jr. and all Vicious Jr. was doing was retorting. He says, instead of coming out and supporting me, you want to come out and you want to attack me. And that's all. And listen, in my opinion, in the next year or two, he's not going to be in La Liga. And because, you know what La Liga's going to do? Nothing. That's what La Liga's going to do. Then they're going to do nothing. They're going to say we stand together. They're going to say we got rid of a few people, but the racism is always going to be there. It's ingrained in their DNA. It's ingrained in their DNA. They're not going to stop it. They don't know what's going to happen. Vicious Jr. is going to leave Spain and come and join Liverpool because Klopp's waiting for him. There you go. I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
Definitely, man. He needs to go to a new league.
He'd probably go to Man City or Chelsea. Chelsea can
Yeah,
Chelsea can
money
afford him.
clubs.
Chelsea can afford him. Newcastle can afford
Just
him.
move to a different league. Don't move to Italy. Don't stay in Spanish.
No.
Just
Nah,
come to
nah,
the
nah. He'll
Premier
come to
League and
he'll
make
go to
your
the
brains
Premier
there.
League. He's young, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect for the Premier League. People go to Real Madrid and that when they're retiring. You know, if they could start in the Premier League, they go to the Premier League till about 28, 30. Then they go abroad because the league's too hard for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rads, I'd love him at Liverpool, you know, bro. I'd love him at Liverpool. But thanks again, Uncle Rads, for coming to the chat room. I'm really tired now. I've been at work all day. What's the time now? It is 25 past 12. I'm heading off to bed. I just wanted to get my point out. Look, I'm reading his statements. Mbappe being subject to racism. I'm looking at all this. The Valencia says they condemn it. Whatever. Look, some 46,000 supporters were attendance on Sunday's match, which saw Valencia move up to 13th in the league table and Madrid remain third, 14 points behind arch rivals. Barcelona's smashing it, by the way, in the Spanish league. They're the team to beat now, isn't it? They're smashing it.
Yeah.
The president said that Vinicius Jr., widely considered one of the best young players in the world, was insulted in the stadium, and he's ashamed. This is what people are saying on here, all over celebrities. Gary Lineker saying they don't do nothing. Mr. Ancelotti also tweeted today that he has been. It's been a sad day for Spanish football. He has been. He has. I don't really care about the Spanish league, to be fair. I just care about the Premier League because it's the best league, number one. Here you go. Look what I talked about earlier. Mr. Tebas, the La Liga boss, he says, prepare for criticism and insulting that league. It's necessary that you properly conduct yourself. He just hit back and said, once again, instead of criticising racism, the president of La Liga appears on social media to attack him because he said that he didn't turn up for a meeting. He never said that he don't deny it. He just said instead of standing in solidarity with Vinicius Jr., he wants to come out and attack him.
I know. It's just
exactly.
Really should be back in
Facts. You don't need Vinny at the meeting to do something about race. Exactly. All he was doing is deflecting from it.
I said that as well.
Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah, I know. He doesn't need them. He doesn't need to be at the meeting. He couldn't just come out and support him. That proved that he's racist as well. He couldn't just come out and support him. He just attacked him on social media. Bad move there. Bad move. Oh, This is what the British people. I'm going to try and get some British celebrities. I saw there was one from. This is how different.
There's one for Lewis, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's one for Lewis, one from but this is how different. Oh yeah, Lewis said it as well. This is how different the Spanish people are to the British media. He says there, in reference to this is from Gary Lineker, quote, presenter and former England striker Gary Lineker tweeted, quote, once again, the player has been subject to racism and the only person he's punished is him. The person he was talking about Vinicius Jr. And I got one from Rio Ferdinand here. Where's one with Rio Ferdinand? Yeah, I'll go. Rio Ferdinand said, here we go. French striker Kylian Mbappe led the message of support for Vinicius Jr. on social media today. And it says his message of support came from former England and Manchester United defender Rio Ferdinand. Let me just bring it around here so I can see it properly. He says, basically, Rio Ferdinand, an anti-racism campaigner, posted on Instagram, Vinicius Jr. receives a red card after being choked and receiving racial abuse during the game. How many times do we need to see this young man subject to racism? This is bull crap. I see pain. I see disgusted. I see him needed help. And the only authorities involved and that can do something are doing absolutely nothing. People need to stand together and demand more from the authorities. No one deserves this yet, but you're still allowing it. There needs to be a unified approach to this, otherwise it will be swept under the carpet again. And that's from Rio Ferdinand. That was big words, strong words from Rio Ferdinand and Gary Lineker. So I'm going to be heading off. It's nearly 12. Thanks for joining the chat room, Uncle Rods. I know you're doing a
Yeah, man,
video
big up.
tomorrow. I know you're doing a video tomorrow. I'm going to jump on tomorrow. I'll be in the chat room, probably hovering around tomorrow. And that's it, man. I'm heading off. That's it. I'm done. Heading off. See you later, guys. Hit the like button. Remember to share the video, man. Share that video. Let everybody see the video. See you tomorrow, Uncle Rods. I'll be on your channel tomorrow. I'll be in the chat room talking. Good night and God bless. See you later as well. Much love, Uncle Rods. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining.
Big up, man.
I gotta get that London tube tomorrow.